Hey everyone, welcome back to the Free for Members podcast. This is podcast number 4. I'm Dylan. I'll be your host today. Luke is not available. He's down south and his internet connection is terrible. So he asked me to take over for this week, but don't worry, he'll be back for next week. And I got the co-hosts with me. I got Ryan and Frank.
What's up?
Hi.
All right, so let's just hop right into the updates for RuneScape this week. Let's first off just start with the big one that we've been awaiting. They've been, talking about it for the last couple months, and it was supposed to come out in January and such. Finally, March.
5 times.
Yeah, pushed back so many times. It just got released today, didn't it, Ryan?
Yes.
Okay, so just today, March
morning.
10th. So that's delayed a big amount of time, and so it's the new Grandmaster quest called One of a Kind. Basically, I'm just going to read off the short summary of it. It says, agree to help Mr. Mordot find Hannibus, last of the fabled dragon riders, and follow a trail of clues that'll test your wits and resolve, while uncovering the secret history of some of RuneScape's mightiest and most ancient races. The requirements for it, you need 40 divination, 67 dungeoneering, 81 magic, 74 summoning. You need to have completed King's Ransom, Missing Presumed Death, A Tale of Two Cats, The World Wakes, and it's recommended that you complete the Ritual of Majorat. And you should be able to defeat enemies up to level 190 in combat. And basically, by doing this big Grandmaster quest, your rewards, you get a bunch of XP in Dungeoneering, Summoning, and Magic, plus a lamp of bonus XP if you've completed the Ritual of Majorat. Oh, okay, so that's why you need to have completed that, or it's recommended. You also get a Dragon Rider Amulet with plus 4% critical chance in all combat styles, and a whopping prayer bonus of 10. It also boosts the damage. What?
Compared to everything else, that amulet is amazing.
Really?
Yes. The Fury has a 4.2% crit, but only 3 prayer bonus. I'm not going to get caught up on that. We'll go into it later. But
okay. It also boosts your damage for Dragon Breath ability and increases your prayer XP gain from burying dragon bones. Oh, so that's also helpful for getting prayer up.
Yeah, if you wear that necklace and say you have like a bone crusher, but you can't quite get the demon horn necklace yet to restore prayer, it's really good for some extra XP.
Oh, so yeah, I thought more of along the lines of Gilded Altars, but now as I'm rereading it says burying dragon.
Yeah, I don't think it's stat.
Nah. I don't think they'd ever do that. I mean, it's too much XP at once.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's already it's already a pretty good XP rate.
It would utterly break prayer the way they did woodcutting a couple of years ago with Ivy.
Yeah, and plus, I mean, it would just make it would make it a lot less expensive and just ruin the prestige of
a lot less inexpensive.
They ruin another 99s.
But before we talk about that, I just want to mention the last reward is you get access to the Celestial Dungeons. It's new high-level monsters voted for in a recent Power to the Players poll, who dropped summoning materials and a new Dragon Rider armor.
They are high level.
All right, so Ryan, you're the one that's done this quest. Yes. What did you think of it?
Even though this quest came out this morning, I actually did it. It was a very interesting.
Well, I think you might need to mention that you do have the quest cape, so I guess that's motivation enough to get your cape.
I still have it now. No, I lost it for a little bit. Basically, the whole point behind this quest was this one guy, Hannibus, you find, and he's the last of the Dragon Riders. So you're on this whole quest trying to get him back to wherever he came from. I don't know. Kind of went through it a little bit fast. It's a Grandmaster.
Did you use a guide?
No.
There wouldn't be a guide out already.
I know, that's what I was going to say. Well, he said he went through it pretty fast, so maybe there was a guide.
That's why I'm going to go through it. It's actually
what do you want to say? Do you have a rough estimate for the estimated time of completion?
I mean, I know there's a guide out now because I found it when I was done. But I mean, if you follow the guide, you could probably do it in like 2 hours, maybe hour, 2 hours.
Christ!
All right. So anyway,
credits to you. Seriously.
Sure.
I would never be able to do it without a guide.
It was a very simple.
How long did it take you?
4 hours.
Nice.
You know, that essay.
Was that straight playing, or were you writing your essay and doing that, or playing?
I was revising a bit. You know, I started in between classes, but whatever. So it is ranked as a Grandmaster quest. I would probably put it maybe an experienced, maybe master because of the requirements, but there's very little combat in it. Like you could be a very low level and have no problem with it. And they tried to make it like Wild Gothic Sleeps, how you go around to all these different places, but you go to like 3 different places. I felt like they were trying to like recreate Wild Gothic Sleeps, but they did not manage to do that. The XP, the rewards from it, I have 99 in all 3 of those. So
wow.
Woo.
Well, I guess the Dungeoneering XP was helpful. I mean, you have 101.
Yeah.
What do you have?
102.
How was the XP in those?
For the difficulty of the quest, I'd have to say it was really good XP. It was, I think, 90k magic, 70k summoning or 80k summoning, and then 45k dungeoneering.
Was it bonus XP or was it straight XP?
No, straight XP.
It's not that bad.
So let's get to the amulet. Now this amulet's got 4% crit and a prayer bonus of
crit.
10.
Yeah, dude. Crit. I use slang.
I think it's not just 4% critical for one of the attack styles, it's all 3 attack styles, which is really useful. A Fury, I don't know how expensive they are, but that's only 4.2% critical, and it only has a prayer bonus of 3. So I feel like this Dragon Rider amulet kind of, you know...
Is the amulet tradable?
It is not tradable. It's you get it from the quest.
So I don't really know if that's going to decrease... I mean, obviously, if it's better than the Fury is going to go down in price, but not... If it's not tradable,
the Fury...
Much. I don't think it's going to go down in price because, you know, not a lot of people are like quest doers in this. So
yeah, especially Grandmaster
people
quests.
that don't do quests have to rely on that.
You got to do a couple Grandmaster quests to get this one. Also,
out of which ones are Grandmaster out of the ones that are required?
The World Wakes is Grandmaster.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Even though there's like no requirements for it.
Ritual of the Majorat's another Grandmaster, but that's only recommended.
Going back to how you said that it was it should have been ranked as a master quest. Frank, didn't you recently do Wild Gothic Sleeps? I mean, not like today, but like...
Yeah, I did it like maybe a month ago.
What do you think as far... Well, actually, you're not...
I haven't done the quest yet.
What?
I haven't done this quest yet.
No, I know.
No. What do you think about Wild Gothic Sleeps being
as far as difficulty? Because Ryan's saying,
it's a lot of running around and shit.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Like because of there's a lot of trips to the wild and stuff, but it's not really so difficult because you're not really sent into like any deep wild or any great danger in the quest. The hardest part of the quest was the 2 boss fights at the end, and one of them your stats are boosted beyond belief, and
boosted to 250.
And that coupled with EOC, the quest is a joke now.
Yeah,
from your perspective, Ryan, you're saying, it should have been a master quest in comparison with Wild Gothic Sleeps. However, you did Wild Gothic Sleeps years ago, so I mean, Wild Gothic Sleeps might be as Frank said, it's a joke now.
Not hard.
Well, no, even back then, combat, like Frank said, your stats get boosted to 250 at one point. So even back then, that part was kind of a joke.
So what do you think constitutes as a Grandmaster quest then?
Well, not only was like they're very
Nomad back then.
Oh my God, Nomad! That was unbelievable.
I did that recently too, and that was I died once. I didn't even take that much damage either. I think I almost died once.
In Wild Gothic Sleeps, even with a guide, that can take more than 6 hours to do. There are just so many puzzles, and it takes all the important NPCs throughout all of RuneScape and gathers them all together in this one like big quest. This is just this one random guy you're trying to get back to his land. It doesn't really play in much with the lore of RuneScape. It does a little bit, but
are you sure?
It's he's the
no, the new quest. I thought you were talking about Wild Gothic Sleeps.
No, Wild Gothic Sleeps.
I was like, are you kidding me?
Everything. I just, it was a good quest. I don't think it deserved to be a Grandmaster. But
Hmm.
saying
What do you
that,
think? You think While Gothic Sleeps deserves to be a Grandmaster, though?
yes, just because it really encompasses most of the game, all of the important NPCs, and it sums up so many quests. There's such a big quest requirement for that
Yeah,
quest. This one, like,
there's only like two,
So,
three
so
quests.
would
Maybe?
you say that when you finished While Gothic Sleeps, you had some feeling of satisfaction? Like, but this one, it was
oh
like,
yeah,
whatever.
yeah, like I said, I finished this in 4 hours without a guide. Like I finished Wild Gothic Sleep probably like 8 hours with a guide.
I think Jagex is losing the whole aspect of Grandmaster ranking
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like now they're taking it from like difficulty to requirements, you know?
I mean, if we want to talk
Yeah,
about Jagex losing their senses of making things hard, I mean, just look at the game in general. It's so much easier than it used to be.
No, 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 no. It's
oh
not
yeah,
that. I mean like the fact of the matter is like here they are. They implemented a new combat system and instead of like while knowing that it'll make combat a lot easier, instead of sort of building up like quests that are hard even in the new combat system, instead what they're doing is making them a lot easier for some reason
Yeah.
yeah.
and
I
just jacking up the requirements. That's all they're doing.
what I'm really surprised about
Someone
is
died.
you can say like the new combat system, it makes it so much easier than the old combat system because of the abilities. But they've proven through bosses like Virago that even in the new combat system, they can make bosses that are really tough that you need to be focused on and like use abilities. I know that in the Void Stairs Back, you actually need to use an ability to kill that boss.
Hmm.
But like they have that ability to make these like grandmaster bosses, which they should be making, and they're just
But
not.
they're not. It's
Which
wasted potential.
I just don't understand that.
Yeah,
Like
that doesn't
make
make much sense to me.
Nomad, like when Nomad came out, like that when he came out, it was like revolutionary. Like nobody, I guess a lot of people, nobody was going for the quest cape. I was like level 116 back then. Would ever fight something like that, and like
Oh yeah.
I died so many times trying to do that. But
I
like
must be like way below what your combat level was before, and I beat Nomad with absolutely no problem.
yeah,
That's
I
just so sad.
it really is. I died so many times.
And then here comes someone that must be maybe at level 110, 112 in the old combat system that just ran in, just
Just
barely
wrecked
took
him.
any damage.
You do something
Whatever.
so hard, and then years later, your like retarded cousin comes along. It's like, I didn't do
I
it.
got this
Yeah,
guy.
pretty much. But whatever. Hopefully in the future they'll consider that and hopefully do it.
Yeah.
It's
The
like
last
fighting him and spamming start 9 in the chat
yeah.
or something.
So the last part of that is the new celestial dragons.
Oh,
Again,
I think I said Celestial Dungeons when I was reviewing it.
No, yeah, you did.
you're an idiot.
Whoops, it's Celestial Dragons.
So let me guess, they have bones now that are gonna jack down the price of Frost
no,
Dragon
no,
bones.
I'm gonna go into them in a little bit. I've 2 hours after the quest just because I wanted to
What?
see
You just cut
like
out
what
for a
was
second.
up. Oh, I fought them for like 2 hours after I finished the quest just to see like how they were to kill.
What do they drop?
What level are
Like
they?
regular dragon bones?
I don't know exactly what level they are, but they're very easy to kill. You know how you kill iron and steel dragons? How
Oh
you
yeah, yeah, yeah.
use anti-fire potion and you just stand back and you don't get hit at all?
What are they weak to?
Just range.
Oh, okay. That's a
So
lot easier than magic though.
the one downside is they have pretty decent defense and they have like 25,000 life points. They have a ton of like LP. But I mean, nothing really special. Is again no new combat system no new combat style that needs to be used. You just attack. Even frost dragons have something that you need to watch out for. I don't get why they're getting rid of all this potential.
The
They have good drops though. I have to give it that.
the Dragon Rider armor. Do you have any idea what that like what it is?
It's just
Is it like good?
It's the best prayer armor in the game.
Prayer armor?
Yes, like you know how proselyte used to be the best. Now it's dragon rider.
Does it have requirements like a certain level? Do you know?
70 defense.
Oh,
away.
Brian, I have a quick question.
Is it tradable?
Yes.
Hmm.
And
Okay.
the Celestial Dragons only drop the helm, plate body, legs, and cape. Yes, there is a cape. And the King Black Dragon drops the boots and gloves. That's an
well, the King Black Dragon is it's a joke now too.
Oh yeah, I see KBD drops Dragon Rider boots in there. Oh, the boots are about 500K.
Right now.
Yeah. They've been out for a while, Frank.
Oh, they have?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, these came out 2 years ago.
Never mind me.
When they redid the KBD, they introduced that.
So what did they? They just had the boots and gloves with the KBD, and now they have armor for this?
Yeah, now they have everything else.
No, Davis, did you read through any of the chat dialogue for that quest, or did you just sort of click through everything?
I mean, I read through some of it. Like, in the beginning, I was reading through a lot more of it because I was trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
But after a certain point, I just didn't care.
Because I was going to say, this quest is the golden opportunity to make a Skyrim reference, and I hope they did.
I have no idea. I'm sure if you check the wiki, they'll have that pointed out in the trivia. They catch everything.
Speaking of references, just the whole Dragon Rider. When I read that, I was like, Game of Thrones. That's all I could think of. With
I kind of want to go back. Yeah, a little bit. I kind of want to go back on what I was saying, how it doesn't really relate to the lore of RuneScape much. It does relate to it in the sense with the Dragonkin. Like, that was the whole big thing with the Majorat. Even that goes back to While Gothic Sleeps. I just don't feel like it really made much of an advancement on it. It just sort of, like, backed up some stuff.
Oh, okay. So good quest or good quest not in the right tier is what.
Yeah. I'd say good quest. It's better than One Small Favor.
Dude, One Small Favor. I think that quest goes down as the most annoying freaking quest ever.
That quest just needs to be taken out. Just get rid of it.
Well, it's a lot easier now because of all the low stones, but back then when me and Davis
I did it back then too.
Horrible.
It's terrible.
If they take that quest out, there will be a riot.
Yeah, because think about it. That quest is like basically initiation for everyone in this freaking game.
That quest is like, you want the quest cape? This is what you have to look forward to. Are you close to the quest cape, by the way?
And then they're like, oh, wait for the next one. It's called While Gothic Sleeps. You have to travel just as much, maybe not as much, actually, but you're going to have to fight some things.
It's not as annoying.
It's just One Small Favor is so tedious.
Yeah. While Gothic Sleeps also had a very complicated puzzle in it. There were no...
What was it again?
You had that... There was like that electrical room with all the bookcases and stuff. You had to put the weights in the right place. That was a pain.
No. You know what's a pain? You ever do any of the Elemental Workshop quests the day they come out, so there's no guide, so you have to go through all the puzzles by yourself?
Dude, getting... Not just that. Getting all of the bars and stuff is
my god. Pain. Yeah, because then you have to go upstairs and you have to wait for another thing to load and like all this other stuff.
It's so bad that the last time I did it, I actually made myself an extra bar, and I just have one primed bar sitting in my bank because I don't want to have to get it again.
Wow.
Taking up a bank space just for one bar.
I think I remember doing that quest with a guide, and I hated it.
There are 4 of them. They get worse.
Okay, I guess I did one of those quests.
They get
actually like the puzzle in the newest one, the Elemental Workshop 4, the one with the fire, air, earth, and
that was with all the runes. There were like 3 separate rooms for that, weren't there?
No, there weren't 3 separate rooms. There were like 3 tiers to the puzzle.
The 3rd one was the biggest pain.
Well,
doing that the day it came out, and like,
honestly, if you figure out how it works, it's actually really easy.
Yeah, but figuring out how it works is so bad.
No, because like all the things going through, all you need to do is look for something on the pedestals that like match up 3 in a row, because there's only one color that'll do that in a row.
Are you talking about the 3rd one or the 4th one?
the fourth one. The third one, no one could do that without a guide.
I did it without a guide.
You poor soul.
Yeah, that one was so bad. That was the one with like
So even with a guide, I
pillars
want to tear my hair
that like
out.
moved around. Oh my god!
Dude, even with a guide, I wanted to pull my hair out.
Please, Jagex, never put out another Elemental Workshop. Nobody uses that equipment. It's a waste of time.
It literally is. Even though it used to be one of the coolest looking armors around, but
Well, actually, isn't the Elemental Shield used for
Wyverns.
Wyverns? Yeah.
Yeah, that's their only use.
I mean, just dish out like $1 million, buy a DFS. Problem solved.
I don't know. Either DFS. Actually, no. DFSs are really affordable now, so I shouldn't even be talking.
Remember back when they were 32 mil?
Yeah, 32 mil. Screw that. Back when there was like really no way to get money besides merching.
When stuff actually cost money.
Things cost money now?
Yeah, fortunately.
Apparently.
All right, so we're getting a little off topic, but whatever.
Yeah, that's when it gets fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was good. That was
good quest, whatever. All right, so moving on to another update that happened this week.
Slammin' Store.
Yeah, new items were released on Solomon's General Store. One of them being some more wings.
Money drains.
So these are the wings that you see in game all the time that the people just have as their capes.
Boom.
I mean, they look kind of cool, but
they're not worth the money that
you can only buy them with rune coins. So I'm not down for that. No, anything that requires buying rune coins or actually paying any money, nope, not for it.
Besides the membership itself,
yeah.
Like honestly, like if you have a job, even if you have the money to pay for it, it's still the worst sort of like investment you can make.
Yeah. If you click on the link that I sent, though, I mean,
yeah, they look cool, but the
first
thing is,
one looks kind of cool. I think the middle two look pretty girly.
There's only
the one on the right, I guess that's all right looking.
The thing is, they look cool, but they only look cool. That's it. Like until they actually serve a real purpose, they're not worth the money.
Yeah, and they're 220 rune coins. So
like,
I mean, they look cool. If you want to take a look, just
it looks cool if you want to waste a good amount of money on something.
Frank, we've gone over this on I think every single podcast.
Yeah, we just
enjoy them. We don't really have any taste for them. You want to spend your money on it, go right ahead.
All right.
It's there for you.
Also released was the Drakefire warship. It's sort of like a ship thing. It's a follower, and it's the first non-living follower. As all the other followers have, it has an emote that comes with it. Here's the description: is you're surrounded by a swarm of flapping demons. The Drakefire warship unleashes a cannon assault and eliminates the threat in 3 devastating shots. I also sent you the image for that. It looks
I see someone like right next to me.
It looks pretty stupid. It looks like a fish hot air balloon carrying a ship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty much. That just follows you around.
That just I don't know. It looks pretty ridiculous to me.
I love the paint image.
You like the what?
It's a paint image. I was expecting like a website, a link, whatever.
I sent you the image. What?
Yeah, it's in paint. It looks funny.
Yeah.
So what else? What else is?
So whatever. That's more stuff you buy. No, this one is this one's 380 rune coins.
Oh my god, $10.
Yeah. So basically, if you want a bunch of crap that you could pay for and just has no real purpose other than like looking
cosmetic.
There's nobody, but nobody's gonna look at that and say like, "Oh, nice ship, dude. How much did you pay for that?"
I don't know.
Who's gonna look at that and be like, "Man, I want a hot air fish"?
honestly, anything that has to do with like followers, I don't look at it as like, "Oh, that's cool." No. I look at it as get the hell out of my way. I can't click on things.
Yet. No, Frank, the dragon pup dog thing looks sick. That's the only one I like. It's like this dog that like is like half dog, half dragon, and it looks awesome. And then
Frank
Ryan,
Peppers.
you got
I have a red
dragons
hatchling dragon.
recently, right?
Yeah, black dragon egg. Yeah.
Did you hatch them though?
I hatched the red one.
Like, the only follower I like having around is my Guthix bird, but the fact of the matter is you still have to feed them when they're a freaking adult, so it's like really...
I have
It's a
all
pain
the
in the
bird
butt.
eggs like 3 times over, and I have yet to hatch any of them.
I
You're
have.
not 70 summoning yet, are you?
Oh, I'm 68. You need 70?
Yeah.
Sucks.
Dude, I remember when I got, I think it was 40 summoning or 50,
For
and
a
I
raven?
got, yeah, a raven. Remember me trying to get that, and
Yup.
I couldn't get it for the life of me?
Yep.
I remember.
That's
when
my
I
only
was
follower
some-
that I ever lost. I was pissed about that.
Oh, I remember when you lost that. Didn't you die to pickpocketing the?
Oh
mass-
yeah.
Wait, you died pickpocketing things?
Yeah.
and he lost to the Raven because of it.
I'm sorry, what were you pickpocketing?
I was
The Master
pickpocketing like the
Farmer
like
company.
pretty sure I was pickpocketing like the people around Drainer Bank.
Yeah. The farmer guy.
So you're pocketing something that requires level 35
right next to a bank too. It's
right
not
next to a bank.
I think the thing was
Right
that
next
like I
to
didn't have any food and I
spot if
figured,
you
oh, it's
have
just
any
easier
food.
to die than and like run back here than like go to the Grand Exchange and buy food.
Then you had a raven.
And I didn't realize I had my freaking bird with me and I was like, "Oh,
Bye.
shoot me. Please."
Honestly, I feel like if you lose a pet like that, I think they should make it so that Diongo can give you it back because
No, the coolest pet, one of the coolest pets, has got to be the freaking ice strike worm.
oh
I have it. It's so cool.
wait, is that? Do you need not Slayer, Soul Wars points to get that?
No. Oh, and the actually there are a couple cool followers. There's the Virago. That one's pretty cool.
I like the barrows.
Virago, the
barrow bobbleheads, but they're just like a fortune to get.
Yeah, no, that's like 200 mil to get.
isn't Virago the highest level monster?
Yes, there's I
Get
believe
a
it's
miniature?
a rare chance to get a shard from him that you can turn into a follower. You can also get Jad to follow you. That's a cool follower.
Well, that's not.
Are they like big or are they like tiny?
like other things?
Tiny. No, you just got like this. You got Virago like the size of a mountain following you.
I've never actually
Let
seen
that
Virago.
Someone
Is it
brings their Virago pet into LRC and it crashes the world.
It's like that the commercial for Titanfall. Just a guy walking around with a Titan behind him. So
All right, so those are those cosmetic things. If you want them, go to Solomon's store and just throw your money away like an idiot.
If you don't want them, then I commend you for having a good head on your shoulders.
I commend you for paying for your own things and not using your mom's credit card.
But man, if I don't do that, then how do I afford things?
What?
yeah.
All right, so next we got Top Trumps now available in the U.S. And for those of you that are like, what the hell is Top Trumps? It's
What the hell is
apparently
Top
the
Trumps?
official
You're
RuneScape card game. And
What?
yeah, no, it's pretty ridiculous. I didn't even. It looked stupid. I mean, it's more stuff you could buy that's just completely useless that I would never use. It's
If you're
$10
bad-
for one of the packs, and the description was like, "Play and defeat your friends to win their card." Yeah, right. No,
If you can find someone who has a card.
seriously, like, I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking with that.
You were
Like,
so-
maybe
and
two
say, I
people will
want
buy
to buy
this.
this pack of RuneScape cards.
Dude, it's like
just,
it's like Yu-Gi-Oh all over again. It's so good, man.
Oh my god.
And
Wow.
the one thing, like, I looked into it a tiny little bit, and on the cards, which was pretty ridiculous, it says it displays the years that the monster has been in RuneScape. So it was like sampling Kriara, and it said like in RuneScape 4, and then it says like 7 years. Oh, okay. So basically, every year you just need to remake all of your merchandise. So
I didn't even think about that. Good
I'm like,
fight.
why couldn't you just put
Good.
like, oh,
The year came
created
out.
in said year, not like, oh, made 7 years ago. I I think they knew that this card game was going nowhere, so they're just like, oh, after a year, we'll just throw
Well,
it away.
apparently it's not going somewhere because it existed over there before it came to the U.S.
They went to the U.S. because no one from Britain
What
wanted it.
what U.S. RuneScaper was like, I need this so much.
Well,
You're not like
I'm
that.
gonna battle my friends.
No. You
Steal
don't
their cards.
tell me you haven't as a kid looked at something like, oh damn, that's so cool, I need that. But in reality, no one else wants it at all.
I have, but just I would never look at top trumps and be like, dang, this is a good investment.
They're not cheap too.
$10 for a pack.
$10 for a pack.
Stupid.
You better get like
Buy cigarettes.
If my kid was to say that I want to spend $10 on a pack of RuneScape cards, I'd slap them over the head and tell them to buy Pokemon cards or some shit.
My mom wouldn't even let me buy RuneScape membership. Yeah, right. I'm buying RuneScape trading cards. Battle your friends and win their cards. So this is like,
all right.
I thought they discouraged gambling.
So if you would rather spend your money on these cards instead of the Solomon store or something useful, like, go stop playing RuneScape for good life.
Yeah, this is.
I
didn't even realize that these two categories are sort of grouped together, just like useless crap you could buy.
Basically, if you buy any game cards or Solomon store, you need to go get laid.
What's our verdict? What's more useless, the card game or the stuff released for the Solomon store?
That's a tough one.
That's a doozy.
I mean, the cards, like, you actually get like a physical thing.
I want to say that the card game is more useless because who are you going to find that is also, first of all, who's going to buy these cards? Second of all, how are you going to find people in the same area that buys these cards so they can battle?
Somebody's buying them, dude. They're making them.
It's so funny because Jagex like does all this stuff like really regularly. I don't know why they just branch off from RuneScape. Like, hey, come play Sudoku in some weird format.
I honestly think like this was handed off to like a Jagex employee that like wanted to help, and they were like, yeah, just make a card game because this guy, whoever made this game, obviously isn't too smart if he's putting the years they've been in RuneScape on the card.
Definitely, it was an intern.
It was an intern. And we'll throw your idea in there. Just shut up. It's hilarious. Yeah, it displays their height, their combat level, their age.
Their height.
Quest factor. I don't know what that means.
Height in what?
Absolutely nothing.
Feet? Quest factor.
Okay, and also if they ever change combat again, that this game is just screwed. So.
Oh yeah, they just had a poll to change the.
So let me read the description for this game. Ever wonder whether Nomad could outmuscle the Tazak Jad? Whatever it is. Or speculated about the age of the Dragonkin? Look no further than RuneScape Top Trumps. Monsters, a card battling game for 2 players or more. Play with friends and beat their score in one of 5 different categories to win their card. Aim for complete domination.
Gotta go.
This is a limited edition pack, and stocks will run out really quickly. You need to be as swift as Next to grab one. Delivery is available worldwide.
Did you say as swift as Next? Because it's as swift as Next, I believe.
Is that what I said? Yeah, as swift as...
You said Next.
Next. N-E-X.
I thought you said Next.
No. So apparently these are just flying off the shelves for $10 a piece.
You should merch them, dude.
I would rather kill myself. On the sample, though, Kriara is 26,000 years old. Commander Zilelebla is 25,000. The KBD is 13,000. Ceradoman Colossus, 25,000. And Evil Chicken is 36 years old.
I'm willing to bet they're all about like 2 minutes old because they die so quickly and frequently.
I
mean,
like how all of these things are thousands of years old, and then the last thing they sample is the evil chicken. Oh, it's 36. It's like it's past its glory years, but not quite old
hey,
yet.
I killed that evil chicken. It's not 36
Eh.
years old anymore.
All right, this stupid update has taken up too much of our time. All right, so moving on quickly. There was a Rune Radio podcast. None of us listened to it, so we don't have anything to recap from it. Basically, Mod Mac just played music, and there was a Q&A. There was a form that you could leave questions on, and he answered them. So
was it on
saw that,
Twitch or?
I have no idea. No, it was on the Rune Radio podcast thing, whatever that is. I don't know. I've never seen it.
Whatever.
You?
No.
Either of you ever seen it?
I've seen podcasts on Twitch before, but
right.
I saw the one for Legacy or whatever. All right.
Okay, so I'll bridge that into the next thing. Actually, if you guys remember for bonus XP weekend, they had the Game Blast like live stream podcast thing, and that was it was a 24-hour live stream over double XP weekend, and they donated a lot of money to special effect. Now the number was released of how much they made. They actually made over $80,000. So donated $80,000 to this special effect foundation. So that's actually pretty awesome. I mean, a lot of that was given to the what's that well thing called? The Well of Good Fortune or something?
Yeah, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, the well right by the Grand Exchange. You guys know what it is. Yeah. So a lot of that was donated from that and various other things. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. And yeah. Also, so this is under the category of Community Chronicle, and what Community Chronicle is, it basically Jagex just sort of highlights cool things in the community. I mean, they were saying stuff about this website, it was pretty good, and it was talking about Rune HQ, and it was talking about people that are helpful in the game. It mentioned how World 60 Pengs for the penguin hunting thing is coming up on its 300th hunt.
Does it still exist? Do they still go out and do that?
Apparently. So.
Wait, do you remember when we went and trolled that friend's chat?
Yeah, no, I remember.
Wait,
I'm still banned from it. I can't go back.
You're banned from that clan chat?
Wait, what did you guys do?
Okay, so World 60 Pengs, this is how it works. You call out locations of the penguins in the world you're in, which is World 60, and then people come. And me and Ryan were just calling out bogus locations, and he got banned.
Mainly the wilds and stuff like that. Yep.
I was like, penguin by mammoth, and everyone was like, "What the heck is mammoth?"
That was the best part.
What?
This was like 2 or 3 years ago. Everybody was following our calls, and they were completely wrong.
Oh yeah, people were like, "These guys, what's trolling?"
Dude,
anyway, so like I said,
I start sending them places they can't get.
It's in the Crystal City thing.
Penguin Prithindus.
Prithindus.
Yeah, dude, what do you mean you can't get in? You just hop over the wall.
You just gotta no clip through it. What?
You just no clip through it.
Dude, just go through. Wait, it's not letting you through? Man, it
must
be glitched.
Must be
go back to old school RuneScape, and then you can get in there.
You know what? Hand me all your valuables. It might help.
You actually have to trade me a blue party hat to get in.
What, you can't afford a blue party hat? Well, then you can't afford this penguin.
I guess you can't find the penguin this week.
Darn it!
All right, anyway, so this Community Chronicle wasn't really that interesting. However, I just want you guys to take a look at the link that I sent along with under Community Chronicle. This is user Josh UK, and this is how he's celebrating his 21st birthday. So I'll just...
like a bunch of cake.
His 21st birthday. I don't know, Ryan, if you took a look at it, but it's some really, really nerdy guy that made a RuneScape cake, and it spells out RuneScape, and it looks like,
Where is this?
There better be shots hidden under those cupcakes.
And it looks like a little cottage.
Where is this?
Just look under the Community Chronicle. There's a link there.
Okay.
Not even that. This doesn't look like someone's house. This looks like it's in public too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh
Look
my
at this
god!
guy, like hand on his hips. He's like, I am so proud. I am so
I'm
proud.
so
to have
proud. Yeah,
made this
I
cake.
don't know what it feels like to sex.
I and the thing I also want to point out is 21st birthday. I wonder what you could be doing at it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Okay, hold on. I just found out the flaw in that. If this guy lives up to his name, Josh UK, and he's really from is the drinking age 18 in the
Yeah.
UK?
Well, actually, no. Yeah, hold on a second. I'll look that up.
You look it up, but
Either way, even if it is 18, he should still be out drinking. He should not be.
I just don't think at 21 years old you should be this proud of your creation. That is a RuneScape cake. I'll give him that. It looks cool. It looks like it took a lot of work, and I could definitely never make a cake that is that cool. But you shouldn't be doing that at your age ever,
No.
or it shouldn't be for you at least, and you shouldn't be that proud about it.
He looks like a kid who sits and plays RuneScape all day.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm trying to find it right now.
That's just bad.
Wait, hold on. What?
You're looking up the drinking age
Oh,
in the UK.
it's 18. It's 18. Yeah, but 16 with a meal.
Awesome.
In Scotland.
Are we moving there?
Dude, we obey the laws. Like,
Oh,
does it matter?
Right.
And in case
You gotta
you're
talk
wondering,
about this podcast.
in case you were wondering, the drinking age Burundi is 18.
Where's the
Okay.
drinking age non-existent?
In Botswana, it's 18. Actually, it looks like
We gotta go 18.
Actually, no. Morocco, there's no drinking age. Somalia, there's no
Awesome.
drinking age.
Give-
Swaziland, there's no drinking
I'm
age.
gonna give moonshine to my babies. I'll go to that country.
Cambodia, there's no drinking age.
Yep, going to Cambodia. It's a holiday in Cambodia.
Hold on. I'm very curious now. What's the drinking age in North Korea?
We are very off topic.
What is topic? I don't. Luke made. Oh no, he just came online. No, please don't join the call.
Yo, hold
Get
on.
us back
hold
on track.
on. There's a drinking age in North Korea. It's 18. Why that's useful in North Korea of all places, I don't know.
Speaking of which, Kim Jong-un just got reelected in a landslide victory. 100% votes were for him because no one ran against him because they die. So, but getting back to RuneScape, I mean, this is the RuneScape podcast, right? Isn't it?
No. It's the Pyongyang podcast.
Let's be honest. If you actually made it this far, leave a comment down below if you made it this far.
Luke just commented, "You guys doing it. Doing it, son," is my response. Okay.
Yes, we do it.
So let's move to the next thing this week. There was new. No, he asked me to add him. He asked me to add him. Do I add him to the call?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting back.
Podcast, maybe.
Luke is not allowed on his podcast.
Why is he not allowed on his own?
This is my podcast. This is my time to shine.
Okay, great leader, Kim Jong-un.
Okay, hold on. I'm adding him. Guys, I'm gonna have to give up hosting. Turn it back over to Luke. Oh, he's not answering. Awesome.
Drinking illegal
No.
Saudi Arabia.
And by not answering, you mean you didn't actually invite him?
No, I did. Is he in? Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Luke.
Oh, hello, podcast host.
Hey. Hello.
We're in the middle of doing it right now, dude.
You're in it.
How far in are you?
Here, I'll send you what we're covering right now. Here, I just put it in the chat. You see it?
This is what you're up to right now with the beta?
Yeah. So let's get started with that.
Okay.
So going this week, new additions to the combat beta have been implemented. First thing, special effects have been updated for a large number of items. It's a huge amount of items to go through. I mean, if you want to see it, it's on the page. I know that it was like the god bows and other various things. So they just updated those a bit. There were also updates for PvP. I'm not really sure. I mean, do any of you guys touch PvP? Has anyone touched PvP?
Anybody?
Yeah. Well, apparently, if you do PvP, All damage in PvP will be reduced by 15% across the board. You will take 0.1 less damage per defense level. Protection prayers will now reduce. Just
Yo, what happened?
I got kicked. I'm back.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And suddenly the podcast died.
No, Luke keeps getting dropped from the call because he's
in Morocco.
No,
let's
down south.
Let's just keep chugging along. Let's go.
Anyway, eating food in PvP will no longer drain your adrenaline, and adrenaline bars of the enemies will be hidden. So I guess you give them a little sneak attack, and they.
I like that. That's a good update.
Yeah, that is good.
Even though nobody does PvP.
Combat XP will be gained in PvP under the following circumstances. When your opponent dies, you will be awarded the XP for the damage dealt. And when you die, you will be awarded XP for the damage you dealt to opponents that you didn't kill. So,
that's not bad.
So that's pretty cool, because, I mean, I'm sure that was annoying if you actually did beat PvP in the past. Like, oh, I got a bunch of damage on him, but I didn't kill him, so therefore no XP. Like, that stinks.
Oh, dang, I just lost like 500
Fight
XP.
for your XP.
No.
Oh, yeah,
honestly, if you die, I think I'd be a little bit more worried about the stuff I just lost as opposed to like
XP.
XP.
Dude, I remember back then, like when I would be scared, like to hell, like with PvP, I'd walk out with like 3 items or something.
Yeah.
Go attack the one guy I saw.
3 items so hard all the time.
Dude, I think of my whole career, I think I PvP'd one person.
I think I PvP'd twice, or I went TKing twice, and I lost both times to Luke.
Dude, no. Actually, no. Dylan. Just to reminisce a bit. Remember our little runs through the wild, like back when we first started?
What'd you say?
Remember our runs through the wild?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, get on right now.
Luke says, I lost connection, but it didn't matter because I couldn't hear anything you were saying.
Okay, good.
Honestly, like, the router in the, like, hotel or whatever he's staying at is just... it's a potato. Like, that's my only description
He's
for this.
staying in a potato?
Is it better than Frank's toaster?
My toaster?
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the combat beta updates. One of the updates they implemented on the beta is they changed the combat mode icons. I guess that's cool. Like, I don't know why they keep changing the interfaces, like the logos and stuff. I mean, it doesn't really matter to me. You could have left them how they originally were, and I would have been fine with that.
Good. Yeah.
No. I wouldn't say that. Some of them looked really bad. It looked like they were drawn by a 5-year-old. But most importantly, within the beta, they now revamped everything, so you are now 138 combat again.
Woo!
So
no, I'm 138. You're like 112.
Well, you can be 138 combat again, where that is the max, rather.
That's the scale.
Yeah, that's the scale we're going back to, and going back to that formula that is probably due to the poll we talked about a couple weeks ago, with that power to the players thing, where we it was, do you want the combat to be 200 or 138? And I guess 138 won because here it is in the combat beta again. So
can we just quickly talk about how bad this poll idea is?
We have.
Oh, okay. we have talked about it. I mean, you could feel free to give your input because we Luke and the rest of us pretty much believe that it's giving too much power to the players.
No, it's giving too much power to people that don't like to read what they're voting for.
Yeah, I like the idea of having a vote, but don't have them so often.
No.
So game changing.
You remember, like maybe a week or two back, where they had the vote on like the divination familiars?
Yeah, that was.
And the Beast of Burden won by a landslide.
I don't know why people voted for the Beast of Burden.
Because what they did is the first thing they read was more than a pack yak, and they're like, "Oh, I need that." But then once it comes out, what's going to happen is they're going to be like, "Why can't I put my sharks in here?" Oh, it's because you didn't read the thing, and it said only memories.
What use is having the Beast of Burden that you can put memories in?
Absolutely none.
Only memories can go in there.
Wow. I feel like Jagex just wanted to implement that, and they just like sort of were like, the players aren't going to read this, so let's just be vague about it. Dang.
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing, Frank. Like, why are they voting for this?
Yeah, but honestly, what the huge issue is, they don't expect people to be like, okay, I'm just going to vote for something. That's it. Like, they're not even going to read that much into it. So
that's honestly why I would never want to vote for the president, because I can never see myself honestly like listening to what the
dude,
like,
I was able to vote twice already, and I have not.
I just like I don't feel like taking my time to like hear what they have to say, and I don't feel like being like one of those uneducated voters, because then I'm just contributing to like the terribleness that is this country.
In game. There's one thing that I believe we have left off of the patch notes. We'll get to it in a little bit when we do the graphical. I'll mention it.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
All right, so what do you guys think? I mean, 138 combat being put in the beta. I mean, that means to me that means it's coming back.
Like, I like it and all, but the fact of the matter is, it's gonna make a lot more monsters look a lot more more intimidating than they actually are. It's gonna take time to adjust back.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to be hypocritical because we just talked about like how everything's too easy.
Oh yeah, I know. We did talk about this once. How like Corp was like level 700 and something like that is very intimidating. I mean, think about it. If they put that formula back, dang, Frank, you must be just rolling in happiness right now for doing Nomad, because you wouldn't be able to do it.
Oh my god, yes.
Well, no, didn't they say they were gonna have them? They were gonna have. I don't think the formula matters.
Well, it doesn't matter because you still have combat abilities.
Yeah, I don't think it would make a difference.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Maybe they reintroduce 138 combat, but scale the monsters closer to our levels, like they have done. I just hope
they don't get rid of the fact that you can have a combat level and then you can have a total skill level. I like that. I like being able to.
I hate that. I hate it.
I don't
want to see people's total skill levels. I want to see your combat level.
Well, if you go out in the wild, or you can actually fight.
Like, apply this to real life. If you wanted to freaking fight someone, you're not gonna say, "Hey, can you cook
a fish?"
But what does that matter if you're just running around RuneScape? If you go out to somewhere where
I guess technically, I mean, it shows that people are
get people in public. Like, I think I can beat them up.
See, I think it shows some air of prestige that the combat level doesn't show, because getting level 200 combat is nothing anymore. So I guess adding the total level option is cool. I mean, I doubt they will take it out. I really doubt it. Yeah. But yeah, so 138 combat. I mean, what level is Virago? Do you know?
700.
I have no idea.
700?
I'll look it up.
Dang.
Keep going.
Well, that's it for the combat beta stuff. So we're moving on to.
He is level 240.
Oh, wow.
Virago? What?
Yes.
What?
Yeah. According to the RuneScape wiki, he's level 240.
I guess that makes sense if you think about like how the combat formula actually works. Like, it gets exponentially harder to gain levels. So 240 like is still like technically, if you think about it exponentially, that's a lot higher than 200. Anyway,
seismic wand is a bill.
As we're coming up on an hour of this podcast, we're going to get to the patch notes that were released today, actually. So first, let's cover the graphical updates. I mean, there are some graphic updates. None of them really matter too much.
No, one of them is
the mini map.
The mini map was updated. This is something you left out of the notes.
Did I skim over that?
I don't think they mentioned it in that, but they updated the mini map. It looks a lot different now. I think it looks a lot cleaner.
But there still is that little glitch.
There's a glitch with it. Where you click on the minimap, your like little marker as to where you're gonna run is like a centimeter above where you click. So, I'm sure they'll fix it. It doesn't actually affect where you travel to. It's not in the right place.
So you click on a place, you travel to the right place, but the marker is in the wrong place.
Well, no.
It's it's north of where you click.
Yeah, like you Wherever you end up clicking, it sends you a centimeter above where.
No, Frank, it sends you where you click. It's just the marker.
Oh.
The marker that shows where you click is above where you actually click.
Oh.
I like the
I'm sure they'll fix that in one of like the ninja fixes.
The mini map. It just looks a lot cleaner now.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, they didn't even mention that in the notes. I'm surprised they didn't. When was that released? Recently?
Today.
Or
Today.
Oh, maybe that's why it wasn't in the notes. Anyway, the only thing I found interesting of the graphic updates was the Spirit Tree teleport interface has been updated to the new interface style. The only reason I thought that one had any value to talk about was just because I feel like I go to that a lot. The Spirit Trees.
Spirit Trees are really useful.
It's just like that. Like the blue slate that they have for most of the interfaces now. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Like a dark blue.
Also, it's not like a scroll anymore.
No, there's no scroll. It's whatever.
It doesn't matter. Did they at least make the font bigger?
No, they made it smaller.
Are you kidding me?
Wow. Nope.
Dude, that's what I thought was so funny. They had like this
so many times because of that.
They had this huge scroll, like they could they have the tiny text on it. Like, just try and click one of these.
That's like if I were to hand in one of my AutoCAD drawings and I were to put my name on it as small as I can find.
I don't know. Hopefully they'll fix that. I find it weird how every single week they're updating like one or two new interfaces. They're like slowly going through and finding all the interfaces that haven't been updated.
That's kind of cool. They're like slowly catching everything up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my moving on.
Barbarian Assault.
Yeah, talking about skills, distractions, diversions, and minigames. Out of them, the thing I found most important, which really isn't, is the Barbarian Assault abilities are now cleared from the defense powers interface upon exiting the minigame. That
if anyone plays it anymore.
That's a good update. I mean, that must be annoying. However, who plays Barbarian Assault? Nobody and a half. Like,
while we're on this topic, I'm just gonna say that they really need to do something about those dead mini games.
Oh, they are doing something about that. In I watched a podcast like maybe a couple weeks ago or a month ago.
Like they gotta make it more worth our time to do it because a lot of the rewards are like not even feasible now.
Frank, they straight up said they're revamping all the mini games and making all the rewards like void and the torso. They're buffing them and making them straight up. That's exactly what I said.
Frank, is your brother getting murdered downstairs? As I hear that,
what's going on?
He's being his usual loud self. Don't mind it.
But yeah, no, it was annoying having those defensive abilities in your bar, and you can't use them. There's no point for them to actually be there. Like when you're like about to die and you're looking for that ability really quickly, you got like 4 more abilities that look exactly the same. You can't tell which one to click.
And other news in the patch notes, these seem to be the most interesting of the patches. Revolution will now activate basic shield abilities with the shield blows. I guess they just overlooked that when they were introducing Revolution. The
next one I actually talked about in the last podcast. I don't know if you remember.
No, I do remember it.
I was complaining about this.
So the issue with Revolution not behaving correctly when using auto-retaliate against multiple enemies has been fixed. Ryan, do you want to just remind us what your experience was with that?
Well, if you have auto-retaliate off, but Revolution on, if you're being attacked by an enemy, you will automatically use an ability and start attacking that enemy.
Oh, that's annoying.
It basically nerfed auto-retaliate being off.
Oh, I do remember you saying that now. All right. So that's definitely a good fix. That is that's a big flaw. Also, Revolution will no longer use the Create Gatestone spell in the action bar.
What?
I think that's pretty funny. Why'd they take that out?
Wait, what happened?
Why do I have all these freaking Gatestones, man? You're like not on your inventory screen. Suddenly, like you go back to it. It's just full of
Like,
gate stones.
What happened? You're trying to pick up
What happened?
just
run out of
drop
room.
just drop them all and let the portal confuse itself.
Oh man.
And
Russian-
This is such a good
Russian
update.
roulette
the last
does
interesting
things.
update that was actually worth talking about is quickly switching from one fishing spot to another no longer
Yes.
stops the player from fishing.
Yes.
I did that 99 fishing with that glitch in place. Damn it.
Sucks, Ryan.
Bitch.
Now you fished and Frank fishes. I don't really fish, so what's your experience with that? Just what,
So
or
much better because like there'd be like the thing is like because I'm rocktail fishing and Ryan can back me up on this, it is extremely AFK, but it's like
Yeah.
really annoying that I'll go ahead like put my guy in a fishing spot, start doing some homework, and I get through the whole problem after maybe like a half an hour, and I go back and my guy's just standing there staring into space, not fishing.
Yeah.
Like
it's so annoying.
yeah.
If you do anything, like if you put on a new porter, or if you like talk to your familiar or anything, and then you click on the spot again, you like start to fish,
But then you
stop. It was such a weird glitch that was
you think you might fix it by like clicking twice, but nope, it never works.
The only way that
Wow.
you could like stop doing it is you'd have to like click away from the spot, wait a second, and then go back to the fishing spot.
Yeah.
It was just an annoying little glitch.
yeah,
Didn't
that's
really
obnoxious.
affect much of the game, but getting 99
Well,
fishing
if
wasn't-
you're getting 99 fishing, I mean that just sucks.
I mean, I got 99 fishing with it.
oh,
thanks for
dude,
fixing it
you're
now.
So good, best RuneScape
Thanks.
ever.
Thanks, Jagex.
Thanks.
Thanks.
And
good
finally,
update.
of the ninja fixes, upgrading Slayer helmets now costs significantly less if the player has upgraded the helmet before.
That's so stupid though.
The fact that you have to buy it a second time.
Yeah, why would you need to buy it a second time? Like why can't you just go back and they're like, oh, you already bought
It should
this?
be something like crafting the broad-tipped bolts and broad-tipped arrows and making the gems. Like it's an ability that you unlock the knowledge to, and then you can go forward and do it instead of you need to actually just buy the upgrade.
It's not like you it's like you go to school and then like learn whatever you learn and then you just
forget
like
it.
Yeah, like you walk out and then you go to sleep, you wake up in the morning, you're like
I wanted to
how do I math?
How to do it? How to do it?
I mean, don't get me wrong, that happens, but it shouldn't.
When you're saying that, why would anyone get rid of it? Actually, I mean, when I quit years ago, I got rid of it and I had to remake it again.
Why?
I mean,
I quit now 2 weeks ago, but I kept my Slayer helmet. I kept all my armor. Actually, I just gave Luke my money. Finally, the last thing we have to cover is Ava's devices will now be found within the player's gravestones after
Jagex, why do you just hate me? Why wasn't that something back when I was killing Nomad? I must have bought like 10 Ava's accumulators.
Because they just wouldn't show up on your grave.
They disappear when you die. Like,
now
there's
they
nothing
don't.
to do. Good thing I have 7 of them in my bank because I bought so many extras.
That's actually kind of funny. That, I mean, you did Nomad so long ago, so they just have overlooked this for the longest time. They're like, I'll get to it eventually.
Whatever.
And then the next week comes by, like, damn, I forgot how to do it. I mean, I forgot to do it. If there's next week, and then you get to the next week, you're like, damn, I forgot to do it. Well, then there's next week. And they did it for at least 10 years before finally changing it.
I mean, it wasn't 10 years. It was like...
Well, that Gravestone
was like 5.
It was no. I did it in...
Not Ava's accumulator. Gravestones were added in 07.
That was like 4 years ago that I had that problem, and they still haven't fixed it.
Dude, it takes 4 years to do the coding for that. It's so intricate.
Should have known.
All right, so that wraps up the updates for this week. Do you want to just touch on what we've been doing in RuneScape so far? I mean, I'll start. I quit 2 weeks ago, so I've been doing nothing. What about you, Ryan?
I have been...
Actually, I don't even care what you've been doing. We've heard from you for the last few weeks. Frank, what have you been doing this week?
Fish.
Just fishing?
Well, RuneScape wise, yeah.
Well, I think you all
What's your
know what I've been doing for the past hour. I've been standing at the Berthorpe Bank just waiting for my dragon to grow up.
wow? What's your level in fishing, Frank?
Not almost 93.
Dang, it's so slow.
It's so slow, but
It's
you
so
make
AFK.
bank.
So
You
easy.
make
Make-
bank.
Dude, fishing funded 99 summoning.
All I know is I tried fishing the other day, and I kept thinking I clicked on like the harpoon
Lovely.
thing, and then I'd end up with a whole inventory of like miscellaneous fish.
What? Wait, what
Just like,
level are
this
you?
is obnoxious.
What level?
Once you get level 90, it's so good. I could go and do it for an hour and wouldn't be anything. I'll play my guitar while I do it.
Dude, 1,000 rocktail earns you 3 mil.
So you've been fishing, Ryan. What about you? I mean, we know you completed one of a kind today.
I've been doing a lot of farming. I've gotten like
What made you do farming again?
I've been doing herb farming. Let me calculate out how many herbs I've gotten in the past.
Ooh, so exciting.
The reason I've been doing it is because I bought all the supplies to get 96 herb lore. I'm now poor.
You're poor again?
I need 5 mil and like 30 mil in supplies. Poor, yeah.
And you want 96?
2,000 of
Why?
every potion. Overloads.
Oh.
Yeah, that's really
When'd you
all.
hatch that dragon thing?
After I got the egg
Oh.
2 weeks ago.
Oh, well, we didn't really talk about that too much, and it's still not... has it been following you the whole time?
No.
Still not an adult?
No, I haven't followed me much. It's annoying because you gotta feed it all the time.
What does it eat?
Fish. Raw fish.
Fish, yeah.
Oh, I know what I did. My lowest skill is now level 80. I have
Oh, dude.
skill above level 80.
Luke's gonna cry about it.
I've had it for like a week and I just forgot to tell Luke all the time. Suck
Nah,
it,
I
Luke.
think Luke's is like, his lowest is like 81.
82. This is 82.
Oh, you're losing.
I
You
lose. He
I
has
lose.
more than me too. But I have more till like Anthony, calm down.
Your brother. Just dying.
What about you, Dylan? Outside of RuneScape, what have you been doing?
Well, let's see. I made you totally bailed on me for that video last Monday.
I fell asleep.
So I made the Frozen video, based on the Disney movie Frozen.
That sucks.
And well, actually, I wasn't getting any views because of my demographic is honestly like college males. So I was like, people that appreciate Frozen and would like get the joke at the end was like people that have seen it, and honestly, college males don't go to see it.
There was a joke.
But I posted a comment on the famous "Let It Go" music video from Frozen, and like I upvoted it because I have like 7 accounts, so I upvoted it 7 times the comment so it would be seen. And I went to work and I came back and it had 31 upvotes, and
it's at 1,100 views.
Yeah, so it got like 8 to 900 views within yesterday. So I'm happy about that. I mean, and then after that, I mean, I just went to school, went to work. I mean, I had a midterm that I literally studied 2 hours before it, and I haven't paid attention in that class at all. So go me. Hopefully I passed.
Congrats.
And then I went to work this weekend, and I took my car out a lot this week, my Mustang, because it was been pretty nice out. I mean, pretty nice in quotation marks. I mean, it's 50 degrees, but it's better than 20. So,
well,
yeah.
I think that pretty much wraps it up. This has been a good RuneScape quotation marks around RuneScape podcast.
We sort of talked about RuneScape a little bit.
I mean, we discussed all of the updates. So overall, I think this week's update overall was very good. Good quest, a lot of good fixes. Those playing cards brought it down a bit though.
Oh my god, dude! I want them. I want them so much.
Gotta go. Dude, go buy out the stock and like sell them for double on eBay.
Yeah, dude, they're going
Just go
quickly,
merch
says
'em.
Jagex. Go merch them.
Gotta flip them.
So I don't know what's gonna happen with this podcast next week, guys. Ryan
probably
and
need
Frank
to
are
shut down.
gonna be on spring break. I think I'm going snowboarding with them, so
And
I
it will be
just might leave Luke. So if he wants to do this podcast by himself,
Or he could come
that might
snowboarding with
happen.
us or
Not sure.
skiing.
What?
All right, well,
Well, Luke,
thanks for
no,
listening.
Luke doesn't have. Luke's spring break is this week. That's why he's down south
Oh.
right now. So
We could do the podcast from the mountain.
No, we can do the podcast.
yeah, we're going to see Need for Speed on Saturday. So that's pretty good.
What? How does that relate to anything?
I don't know.
Let's just talk about our plans. What are you doing this week, Dylan?
I want to see the movie.
I want to see the movie.
All right.
So
On
thanks
that
for listening.
retarded note, I'm gonna say that's it. Thanks for tuning in to Free for Members podcast number 4.
Again, if you comment down below, say I did it, Mom. I did it.
Hashtag I did it, Mom. If you've made it this far, just so we know you've watched this far. Like I said, hashtag I did it, Mom. Hopefully your host LJP will be back next week, and thanks for tuning in. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.